What should I use as So, try me intro with this one. Yes, he said they will try from a honor, now they have done me honor. 40 seconds, my time is up. Try me intro, yeah. Now, in Counselor's book, The Good Marriage Guide, there's something very interesting at page 38. It says, forgiveness is one of the cherished virtues any couple should have. It diffuses tension and creates the atmosphere for peaceful coexistence. So what am I saying? As a couple, if forgiveness is not part of your daily things that happens to be part and parcel of your lifestyle, forget it. It makes it very difficult to move on. I was here for counseling time break and Edrusi. Say ye just say dear. I know say worldwide everybody is watching us because it is about time we study na niye wohono yetimi edi abobrano na bibia etimi akoso kama pepepe na ye dry say dear ye fabric center fabric nyina himfie fabric bay and a wope fabric center wonsanka lace assorting member material papa pan nyenche Mr. stores B10 25 26 a hot rolling spark a hona memame obaya santoa and a Mr. Mrs. Akufi Boating a wo ombesho ama weni aje online marketing and so wombe deliver at the amount worldwide and yasem kitwa they deliver on their promise and kasankasa fabric center de fabric nyina ahimfi fabric center __gh na wa follow omo ede amame na woje wo fabric no make am full fashion designer ba ko pe ene de amount say unhu the way amesiesie me ho amete say ye wo fe nyasem kitwa sister no wato na boase apam or her body shape body type no wa hwe atade a wo pam a ebe fata wo ankasa nya what you saw before what you got in just say honsem bebre asa wo de watade akoma tailor hey Debbie Sadie's classy thread ebe ho ama weni aje ankasa misro no wa follow on so on all social media platforms edi amame Sadie's classy thread and asa Sadie's fashion follow no na purchase no na hu say u patronize na nyasem kitu obehwe ama bibia koso kama pepepe edi amao and you may I'm blinking I'm looking amazing. Danny Danyana, I'm always getting good compliments. It's because I stand out, and it is as a result of the beautiful brushes of Nana Hema makeup gist, ane or no na just say what beat the face to the gods. Or Hema Nyanku Ponshira Wanka says, Sister Wayade, it is for bridal. Any events that you're going to say, oh, so look classic, amazing, fantastic. Mr. Nana Hema makeup gist is the place to be. Na on also NCSU Ankasa Uba say yes. I didn't recommend just about anything. Follow her on TikTok as well. Not just a Bibia intimate cause come up pepepe. Counselor is an author for 3 beautiful books, and I was reading something from one of his books, and the first book happens to be The Good Marriage Guide, Annie, and only The Good Marriage Guide. Roadmap to a successful marriage. The second book happens to be Red Flags, Signs Your Relationship Has No Future, and only signs your relationship has no future. The third bit happens to be 2 hearts, 1 journey beyond the vows. 2 hearts, 1 journey beyond the vows. Michelle, say hard copies no who pepia numbers no 0244515544. Mamisi subium numbers near 0244515544. Say untimi hard copy de shedanyade shedampe. Michelle, online as well. You have no excuse. Amazon and Asa Kobo, you go onto these websites and you can have the books and read and enjoy yourself. Nyankopon shira mo sedani de nyina mo jebre. Nyasem kitwene. Topic ni chenchi. It's a huge one and I know everybody across the globe is willing and ready to learn something tonight. I am too. Midi dache him up papi obaka doza legetete. Valerie ejementa. Yen try husima. Yaba. Yeveto. Obinium, Osirim, and then you made tell a friend to tell another friend. We're streaming live on Wisdom Studios GH on YouTube. Share the link for me on Facebook. We're streaming live on Counselor DY Donko Speed. Michelle, kindly do well to share the link because and then you made say Empire Ubibeka say Ibidra. I believe say the topic is just one that will keep you glued. Is one that would make you want to ask lots and lots of questions, and it is one that is going to, put us at ease. And everybody tonight is going to know their smoothness level. And Yasem Kitwa, Abusiafo, this is the last day in the month of June, and I want to once again thank the Almighty God for bringing us this far. And I believe that the month of July is going to be nothing short of amazing blessings. Abusiafo, Sanya Mekayeno. And that topic, chinchirinchi. Or see, dealing with a sex addict as a partner. Dealing with a sex addict as a partner. Your guess is as good as mine. I believe you're wondering. Come home. Now, you're my counselor. Counselor.
Yeah.
Wisdom Studios proper.
Oh, yes.
And it can only be LFM.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
The guy is good when it comes to creativity.
Yes.
And I like the way he has actually put everything together. I also have a t-shirt just like this. It's Papa, how are you feeling?
I'm doing very well. Yourself?
By God's grace, I'm doing amazing.
Wonderful.
Right.
Wonderful.
And how was your weekend?
I'm blessed.
Your weekend was good.
I'm blessed.
Right. So if you have any messages that you would want to send, kindly send it to this telephone number. Na yemfa bibia entimi entwaso ewo honum pepepe. People have questions and sometimes I do not get them on WhatsApp. So please, if you have any questions, kindly do well to send them on this telephone number. The numbers are 0554 250129. Mami sense to be numbers no 0554 250129. Just send the WhatsApp message on there, and most definitely I'm going to get the message. Counselor, tonight it says sex addict once a year. Now me fly on the tour. No, I had people asking questions. What's wrong with that? It's just the excessiveness of something. That just say will be pedro. Why are we going to talk about all of that? But in relationship and marriage is dear. I believe this is also something very critical because one Mayati says sex is also part of the bonding process of a couple that makes them grow and makes everything more beautiful. Counselor, dealing with a sex addict as a partner. Fire call.
Didi can mechiao.
Major so papa.
Mechia etifo and ahwefo nyira.
Right.
Yes. I mean it is Mommy chiri. Oh,
like shishaba. Me amitimu say no heat na anoding, but you deliver, most definitely. You deliver. Let's go, sir.
Sex addiction.
Right.
Sex addiction. All right. So Valerie, yenti say nipa nyina anyepe.
That's true.
That is where I want to start from. We are all not same. Now yenti say when we talk about sexual addiction or sex addiction, yenti say what I see and call sexual addiction might not be sexual addiction to somebody.
Okay.
So for example, lady bi wa shia be me bia no mo boss nefa or ye sexual addicted ma will be.
Okay.
But I don't know a normal man because that is the frequency she can follow in.
Okay.
Let me explain.
Explain, sir.
Me share wa baby.
Right.
But me somebody who is addicted to sex, and I'm going to explain a few things.
Right.
After this.
Right.
It me sexually very active. It is not the normal, the normal feeling or the normal edge.
Right.
Maybe I am addicted to having sex, intensive sex. I can have sex with anybody at any time. Right. But maybe no. And I'm be sex. Meet me a anopa. Meet me a year. Meet me a yumri. Meet me a day. Meet me a 4 square meal a day.
Wow.
Oh yes, a day. I mean, can't say me church.
Oh, that be so much that day.
Thank you.
Chile, Papa.
I be chile. We're from too much. All right. So you understand that me pelisa. Michelle lady bia sa phone in our budget. Ono kran open sa.
That's it.
It looks as if me as an addict to sex or also an addict to sex. We can't say that, but we are sexually, addicted to sex because yet your language, I say.
Okay.
You flow together. We can actually handle it. Every crana, me am say me yes sex addict ma adwo bi no. Because pie amaswa me low crama no. Because I don't know your original sex addict.
Okay.
When I sit here to say that sex addict is like this, like that, like it's impossible.
Okay.
It doesn't happen like that because we are in the flow when it comes to sex.
Okay.
But I can also say that we are sex addict. But we share particular or baby, and now we share particular or baby. Suddenly, or be addicted to the person's way of having sex.
Okay.
Okay. Say ni pane ni be ko 3 and konko 3 da. Or ni be ko 4 and konko 4 da. Bemba ba ku to be kra and we first sex 1 hour na no hom mai. Oh yeah. 1.5 hour na no hom mai. O bra obeko break no wa twen. E kakra na obisa mensa mbra na no waba.
My God.
You'll be shocked that somebody is not sex addict as oba, the opposite sex, but can actually handle that.
Okay.
Who is a sex addict? Why do you be a nakono bruso? You can say ubi a kono bruswa, near kase, where you will be a dear was a sono and sono.
Okay.
Near can passo CTWDYD.
Right.
He is never satisfied with sex. Never.
Okay.
So when it comes to a sex addict or somebody who is sexually addicted to sex, near be cancer, say any pano, or baba consono, bema ba consono, or no that 3 rounds to crowd, so I walk or something will be full. And let me come down and say this. What we say here, there are people who are addicted to drugs.
Okay.
Sana, anybody who is addicted to sex is also, it has to do with mental problem.
Okay.
Now, all these people I'm talking about are people who can never be satisfied with the drugs they take.
That's true.
So when we are talking about somebody who is sex addict, we are trying to say that this is a person who is never satisfied with 1, not even 2. Because if you realize that one more drugs, they can never be satisfied with what they take.
Okay.
That is what we call addiction. The person has lost self-control.
Okay.
The person has actually lost self-control.
So hypersexuality assembly.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. Right. And so when you meet somebody who is suffering from sex addiction, number 1, there are people who are glued to porno. So most often, thank you, Holy Spirit. Most often, sexual addicted people, they start the journey from masturbation.
Okay.
Masturbation.
All right.
It was or you will be a na or secondary school, na or to train the bema. Or you bar or secondary school, na or robin ho. And on one in such a channel because of finger.
That's it.
Why addicted so much that even if they meet the opposite sex, now in the da, I just was in such a channel. or your bema, only not there we. I just want one sound to change the bema. So the question is, if it was about the edge of sex, when you're beardy, why do you still touch yourself? They are addicted to something. And sometimes when people are addicted to sex, because it's a private thing, it's not easy for you to know and help them. Most people who do masturbation and people who are sexually addicted to sex, they don't get help unless they confess. Because it is a private thing they do that if they don't tell you, you might never know that lady or a sex addict.
I remember when we went to a first communication class, lecturing intro, no, or say, imagine something that was done in the private actually happens out in the open. And when you have sex and it draws a mark on your face, immediately you have sex, you have a mark on your face.
Yeah.
Some people's face, we wouldn't see their face because the mark will be full. Then you know that, oh, this person is actually, you know, connected to something of this sort. It's very true. It's a private matter, and it will take the person to come through to openly confess to you, say this is exactly what they are going through, and sana you know, say this is it.
That is what I'm trying. So when somebody is a sex addict, it's not easy. Drug addict can actually be helped, because then at the end of our a drone, they act like they are drugs. Right. They behave like, they talk like. So when you meet them, you can actually identify them and see that these ones, they need help. Right. And sometimes you go to ghettos and you meet all these guys and you can realize that they genuinely need help. They be called rehabilitation centers. They be called sorry them. They be called prayer camps. Why? Because they need help. Anybody who is a sex addict, it's not easy to locate them. Most of them are preoccupied with sex in their mind. A sex addict cannot work in a day and focus on his business, focus on his education, focus on his purpose, focus on his dreams. Do you know why? Because when sex takes the part of you, the rest becomes nothing to compare with. If you meet somebody who is a sex addict, they will tell you that they've lost a lot of things, including their purpose to life. So we are actually going to talk about how to deal with, but I'm trying to say that being a sex addict is not something to play with. And most of it starts from the youth. Masturbation, or about touching or decision, it be crazy sex toy. I remember I traveled to South Africa, and then if you have a team, the young lady there, she was around 14 years. The father and the mother went to work. She came to my room and said, "Uncle, can I talk to you? There is something bothering me. I want to tell you. Can you help me out?" I said, "Well," he said, "At the age of 10, I normally use candle. Candle. Oh yeah, 10 years. And why yes, we do almost 16 years. But on far by mother. So the parents know that their daughter is a disciplined one. And that one pay mema. But here she is addicted to candle. So I asked her, I said, "How did you go about it?" He said, "On the internet. I saw other women using this object, using this object, using this object, and I came across one that was actually using what I am using. So I felt like trying. The first day it was painful because you see she was a virgin. Then later on, I realized that they've been applying something on the candle. I did and it worked. And I have been glued to it. So I don't even want to see any man around me. And my parents are proud of me that I don't want to see any man." And so she was actually telling me that she's not sure that even if she will marry, one day she'll be satisfied, because candle can be used for 1 hour. Obi on masturbate can tell you that after sex or before sex, until you masturbate, even the sex you can't be satisfied. So in a nutshell, in conclusion, somebody who is addicted to sex, it is more dangerous than somebody who takes drugs. Because they walk around and most often they are preoccupied with that sex mentality. They can't do anything with that sex. Now, there are a few things I want to talk about. Can someone date someone who's obsessed with sex? It is yes.
Okay.
And you're possible so bet me share will be or you're addicted to sex or sex pa. I'll bet you in a chamber and I want and I need the 2 and 1. Yes. But if it will be yes, how do you deal with them? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Because, like I told you earlier, because see, I'm trying to refer something, I'll come back. like I told you earlier, so a sex addict, a wine Luciana, and my who say a sex addict. Because most often you can only identify a person as somebody who is a sex addict by who is telling you. Do you understand? Yes, so, for example, me share with Valerie. Me ask girl, you know me sex addict man, because you be in your boom. You be boom. Yet you once boom. But they say me share with Valerie. Me share with Valerie no. And I bet you me say one per sex. When you will be a when need sex on. When you will be a and na when need you. But me need you. You better than the anti but you pay on. You do you share your boat tie or that so I say co. So you are the one who is going to let me know how sexually active I am or how bad the addiction is. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
you can't actually say that will be a sex addict. Most often, I just say will be near Bonamani.
Okay, natures and on Nipanankasa they don't know
that because
sex
Valerina may catch us me Michelle between know that 5 times a day. Also, Ginny na Okrawani John. That man do class. Hey, today you came here, didn't make love to me. You're four. I don't have missed you. Today come, we want to fuck. Come, we want to do things together. Come, baby, and the whole day come baby. You don't be near the. You know you can have that.
Right.
So say the panel or no for no a fantasy.
Right.
A something you do to enjoy. Like we like it.
Yeah.
The same bear man and the same mobile show before. Open sex do. Pasa ba akone so. Na ope we di ene boro ne di ene so we so di ene boro we gay di so no ba ku bi nso na one ne nam deda na woje na mama explain bibi sambrafo akwai se be ma eso
okay right
be ma eso
right
obi amene wa mini easy
odin kuruma ka ho se banku
ya odin kuruma ka ho yerim do de ye ho body aye
waye
wa easy
wa mene
wa jajeje ho ama wa feeling was say we bi na me pe
of course
we was an kwashia wo bi o shi obi was adan ye bo se be kumi adan ti no e ma wo hu so ye bo eti wa bi shia wa mu odu no ona ba kire me se eson dodo but obi di yesu ama no ana ye no mama no so most often you will not know who you are until somebody tells you who you are.
Okay.
In terms of sex and size.
Okay.
Now yeah, then I mean will be quite trans ko die. Osim kitikiti no cry. On pe bibi e be wo no.
Yeah.
On pe bibi e be pran.
Oh, very okay.
Thank you.
But every reproductive system there's no be any deal.
That's what I'm saying. And no thing say when it comes to sex addiction, as no be obeshia ni bia ni nipa no say no be chere say we open sex no do. And now yes so e bia na me sex addict.
Right.
Me normal dey obi problem.
Right.
Bia ukotu one pe 2 no so kra no sabi oba no ho sane na so please come. Obebu anu sane na ho ye na hi opa wibiem.
That's it.
Baby bon so wo wan sane no afene na ni abre. Opese mo oba. To tumi twia na why you drive so why? You want to kill me? I say no. Africa na start.
Hey.
Unshiada. Eti, what we are trying to say is that I'm telling you. So what I'm trying to say is that yes, somebody can actually know a sex addict because ultimately it's a day without sex.
Right.
Nevertheless, most often they are described by the people they are dating or they are courting or they are married to.
Okay.
So then we are asking the question, dealing with a partner who is sexually addicted. Can you actually date someone like that? It is yes.
Oh, okay.
And what are the things you need to do to be able to put things in place? Number 1, set boundaries for yourselves.
Okay.
Set boundaries for yourselves. And if Valerie ni ebedi nkoma abon nkoma akase. Bless. Open sex dodo. Valerie, me sex dodo. Can we draw the line? I love you, you love me. But you see, you are too active.
Okay.
I cannot handle your speed.
Okay.
I may not be able to handle the size.
Right.
Or I cannot handle the hours you can go. So we are going to draw a boundary. Listen, I think that in between 1 hour, 30 minutes is good for me. 30 minutes must be good because then if you are doing more than that, you are hurting me. And we do sex to enjoy, we don't do to kill.
That's it.
We don't make love to kill. Me sex back will be basin tete. No have catch say me. We crazy.
Me serious. And nothing your friend me Buffalo soldier. Inti or namo BS ubaka se bullshit by Buffalo Soldier.
She said, "Onu dia grobe proud."
My God.
No.
Any question Banisa?
Debbie. In fact, even when you are making love to someone you genuinely love, and at the point they tell you, "I am tired, I am dry, I have a cat," please try as much as you can consider them.
Counselor, come again.
Regardless of how hard you are,
that's it,
and the mood you are in, controlling yourself as a man when your partner you are making love to or you're having sex with tells you, "I am dry, you are hurting me," or "I have a cut." Right. In other words, I'm not comfortable.
That's it.
As a man, you should be able to pull it out.
Tonight we are learning.
I'm telling you, don't get to a place where you are selfish so much that you think about your sexual needs than the person who is making you enjoy sex.
That's true.
Either than that, you are making them a slave to sex and not something God created for your benefit, companionship. Many sex addict so much that we are addicted so much that we know just say, "Who the shame as a running risk."
Papa, then on say enkofo to nyoma ye ad libs.
Okay.
On say wo to nyoma ye wo dia nyoma e wachiri. Na sese mre a obi dia wo de kire nyame tumi eye se wo kumi o.
Okay.
Bede wo hu se ya mpase enokre se ohima ase dabi ye prana internet say in out situation na ye koso na ye traffic light and I say ye green means go.
Number one, before you go there, you need to understand foreplay.
That's it.
Depending on your size.
That's it.
And time.
That's it.
So when I talk about timing, only Nipana trancha would say first 5-10 minutes. So by your wet.
That is it.
So on your wet, there's something wrong. Anyway, apart from being wet, there are few liquids here and there. I told pharmacy shop. How do you call it?
I say loops.
Thank you. So if we say Obebu natural, we are dry. That is how they are. Or you're dry. Or you're no.
But
no.
Or no juice doesn't.
It doesn't come out like that.
Okay.
It so we are bobi. I mean the
loops
ni bi. Loops the iron ya the bonum.
And you loops so. Lubricant.
Thank you. I know. I'm trying to play around.
Okay.
Yeah. I know.
Because
somebody used to be that. Apostle of God. Just by the way, viewers,
that's it.
By the way, it's a
right.
We can use it.
Right.
It makes the place flexible and easy to enter.
That's it.
And away now, you're dry. Was babe, who prame? To take us. Where do you do, baby? I was Swiss. And I am Sebe. And then how? It almost sometimes only buy your sex. We will come back to the addiction. Only buy your sex, you be able to say now push you back. She's trying to tell you are hurting me.
Who prame?
Thank you.
Yesterday.
You're pushing us sorry. Say, as a kung fu.
Who could you know? Adane nyom ad lips for the sumo.
Oh, you know, Osbe, fuck you. You are hurting me. I'm not hurting you. I am feeling it.
What
I don't know. So cool. I don't know so cool.
Oh, Jesus.
Like you're asking, when will be making love? Every crown of your bema. Now Obana na what top.
Right.
Boom.
You come mad and you come.
Oh yes. Say na you sex addict. And maybe very addicted.
Na bibia akoso.
What transfer search?
Thank
you. That is what I'm talking about.
Come on.
Boss say Ochia Ghana say every crown nanya be man.
Had you
Valerie, I'm become baby. Every crown nanya the be man not to
afen na be brother circumcision.
So there we count here say. Ebi ananya be man crown oba no. What trans you? What trans to this? What trans to this? Tie pai. Ana yes you touch no. You very sensitive.
Very sensitive.
Tini boboa.
Inti balls.
Thank you.
Very sensitive.
You have free kicker.
Of course.
Because we dia grow be pie.
Of course.
Valerie.
It goes both ways.
That's what I'm saying.
It goes both ways. Right. It goes both ways.
Baby, get up. And yes, sabi orgasm no na o nya na no. O kire say ubum
right
uprame
uprame
achi o say no
that's
and
it
na what trying to hweso o say to hwe
that's it
but sister no babe no I want to fuck you so that nobody come on baby I want to do it so that nobody will see you when you are walking around town your eyes are blind you see no
of course
and
of
there
course.
are women who are highly sexually just say the libido is high
that's it
so much that on would obetumi atranso 1 hour
nature say sisie no why who training.
That's what I'm saying. Onimiye just say e ono so ne de no o find sex
onye lazy
sex ye fun man.
Yeah.
And fair and the so or share them the whole day because we don't be sex with the whole day. Now when you meet people like this, whether or Obama, set boundaries. Can you sit with them? Let's talk about us.
That's it.
Now first day I'm share what when me die and now I say our dear when me die no. And I mean who say you are sexually active.
That's it.
You can actually go for a long journey.
Long haul,
I think that I can't. Because the last time I heard son, I got a cat. I didn't feel comfortable. So please, can we talk about it? Don't go 1 hour. I think 30 minutes is enough. So maybe we are doing the sex and you're on the sex.
That's it.
They control their dig by their brain.
That's it.
And son, I know, but what you say, should I come?
That's
okay, say yes, sir. Then. Maybe once I said, or this shame, I don't can come or not. On when time a green light is so. I say, are you done? I say, yes, Kabibiana. So you're serious. Thank you. What is he? What is he?
Just say there. No, I say,
wow.
say, no one son.
So number one, can we date somebody who is sexually addicted? Yes.
Yes.
But what do you do? Talk
we
to
draw
them.
Boundaries.
Let's set boundaries.
That's
so
it.
the boundaries will help us so that we will know that we will find ourselves at a place where we will feel comfortable.
That's it. That's it.
Number two,
the second
try not to judge your partner. Try. Wow, we are bano. Wow, we are beemano. Se beemano ye sexually active too much. That is, or you're addicted to sex. No, you're bano. And or you're beemano. Now, pen come about to be saying, say, why? What's your problem?
Okay.
He said, obey me actually, oh, be a son of it.
Right.
You see our school.
Right.
You see our ha. Baby, we know about the way, like I said, not some say masturbation. About the saying, carry my day, we say, yeah. So, obey me, walk to be control no cry. About China, woman, sim cry, or person know that, and I say, about to chin the Bema winning, or Bama, no, to chin the Bema.
Right.
Just on to me. On to me. Now, if your partner is to confide in you, Valerie, no, can you enter a man and nam comes to obey?
An addict.
An addict to sex.
Yeah.
Please, you don't judge them. That is one of the reasons why a lot of sex addicts cannot confess to other people.
That's true.
Because all the culture we ubebu nothing.
That's true.
It will 19 years now start is on the Chumbema. It was so at the end. So I feel bad. So for them not to feel judged, sometimes they pretend all is okay. Like I said, it's not easy to know and identify a sex addict.
Okay.
Because somebody the body informed. Sabi, I just when ya be a body.
That's it.
Do you know more normal, but no problem.
problem.
And you see, these people are people who suffer a lot. Most of them can actually be cheating on their spouse.
That's it.
Because one sex is never enough.
And they feel
two sex is never enough.
You can't take it all. Or when they said, they do draw our penal. To me, yamano. Oh,
okay. Right. So that is how bad it is. So try not to judge them. If they trust you and they start telling you what caused it and why they are sometimes who are the ex in a mouth be sexual, addicted or sexually addicted.
Hypersexual.
Thank
because nipa no share na pa anopa there just say a bimu there 3 times daily.
Just come and make me laugh to me and go back.
Just
I can't live a day without sex. And they will tell you, Jebu anan kabema krano ntesa, baba kuno shia no amana yesa, ano ni nejai. And to adia bahano, he's used to that.
Exactly.
So ask them questions about why they are, addicted to sex. But anyway, when they are to open up, please don't let them feel judged.
Okay.
Encourage your partner to get help if it is possible. Encourage them to get help. Encourage them.
Okay.
You see, the reason is that when you are a sex addict and now you are addicted to sex, now sometimes they see it like a taboo. Like there are people who cannot stand you talking about sex too much.
Right.
Because they feel like
this is whom Inti dia kosua ebi mo de Russia ne ntokwan kiti ya Iran for bombing kosu udi adabi.
Thank you.
This is a hoto.
Thank you.
Emwa.
Thank you. So encourage your partner to get help, because some of them, can I tell you this? Yeah, can sex addict. We are not just looking at penetration.
That's it.
Masturbation.
That's it.
Why are addicted to sex?
That's it.
In another way. What I see, or your banso masturbation. Why are addicted? Baby, I are addicted to masturbation so much that as I'm speaking, 20 years of his life, that is what he's been doing.
That's
and
it.
most of them are sexually weak now. Because you stretch the veins.
The veins.
There should be normal pressure on
You're right.
On the man.
Male reproductive organ.
But what don't say the pressure
now
you give. Whether you are using oil or you could do, it doesn't matter. But pressure now the man
right.
It's too much. Sorry. You are stressing it.
Okay.
Baby, remember because of that. And so if they are able to tell you, please encourage your partner also be spiritual.
That's true.
And not be connected to the spirit of lust. I cannot burn.
That's it.
I don't know. Yeah, they sell. You be money mad them, mad the dasa, so that they can actually destroy your destiny.
That's it.
And also, but no, the dosa level now. When I am talking about encourage your partner to get help, no, then I'm saying that a dosa level now we hear deliverance, or hear counselor. Yet you hear counselor and they say, where the is spiritual, you hear pick out. Nothing a counselor, you know. So when you look at your history, I realize that your father had the same problem.
That's it, sir.
And you see, one of the things you need to do is to have a strong mind.
A strong mind.
Very strong. You need to
concrete mind.
Thank you. You need to have a willpower. Willpower to overcome your desire. Well, no, and your willpower say, I'm money. Or the book cannot test you. Be say, I am with the cancer. Immediately see me, because a attack.
That's it.
A last. A corner. The next thing we are looking at when it comes to DT sex partner, yes, then I be support your partner through their recovery.
Okay.
Support them. Don't leave them alone. Comfortable.
Okay.
It's not everybody who is comfortable with their partners. Yeah, there are